Shout out to Lee and Niece Williamson for sending me this story, and this is yet another melanated excellent story. And today we will have a daddy-daughter duo. In this picture, you see a man by the name of Michael Gardner, and the little girl is his daughter, Ava Gardner. And basically, the summary of this story is that first off, this man's from Philadelphia, and he actually hand makes dresses for his daughter. And so far, based on the title, it said he has made over 200 dresses by hand for his daughter. That is incredible. That is incredible, especially since it's not common that you will see a dad or a lot of men making dresses. But this guy is doing them. But the fact that he's doing them for his daughter is amazing because I guess you can say it creates a bond for both of them. And then he's creating something that's exclusively for her. So it actually has a deeper meaning and a deeper connection to it than opposed if she went or if he went and took her to the store to buy something off the rack. So let's get into it. Michael Gardner is connecting with his 9-year-old daughter by creating bespoke clothing for her. To date, Gardner has made over 200 unique pieces. When Ava, his daughter, was 3 years old, Gardner knew he had to make a conscious effort to be an active dad, unlike his own father, who blatantly ignored him. Inspired by his sister, who sewed African prints on the hoodies and sweatshirts, Gardner decided to try his hands on the craft as well. Being the creative person that he is, in 2014, he made trousers from a skirt he got from the thrift store for his then 3-year-old daughter. When I discovered sewing, the experience gave me a feeling that I had not accomplished with any other craft, Gardner wrote. I appreciate the ability to create a garment that began as an idea in my thoughts, and seeing the piece walk the streets either on myself or Ava is an amazing feeling. The joy with which Ava rocked the outfit was all the validation Gardner needed to continue with the sewing venture. He had already tried photography, cooking, poetry, painting, among others. One day I took her out and said, "I'm going to take pictures of you," and she just started doing poses in her little walk, Gardner said. And I was like, okay, this can actually be something. Gardner perfected his craft via YouTube and Pinterest tutorials. His time making clothes with his daughter conceived the Daddy Dress Me by Michael Gardner fashion brand and now viral social media campaign on their creative process. The Philadelphia native's muse is his daughter, and although the products are not made for commercial purposes, their followers have been urging them to venture into that space. Sewing, which is his hobby and creative outlet, is what kept his head above water when he was laid off from the hospitality industry amid the virus pandemic. You know what I've noticed before I go any further? That this is the second story I've done so far involving a black person who has found an outlet in order of creation or entrepreneurship after losing their job due to this pandemic. These are the kinds of stories that I really like to hear, especially stuff that, is happening this year. Because the first one was a woman that I did, I think it was last month, and she had created, I think, some sea moss or something along that line. I think that's what she made. And now you have this guy who was laid off from his job, and he's making dresses for his daughter. And the fact that he's not making this for commercial promotion and people will prefer to see that, that's a testament to him as a creator. That shows that people are willing to spend their hard-earned money on something that this guy makes that's not even sold in stores. At the beginning of this adventure with Ava, Gardner was doing everything. 6 years down the line, Ava has as much input in the outcome of the outfits as her father, if not even more. The 9-year-old has developed a knack for the craft and begun sewing face masks. She has so far made 2 outfits on her own. Now she's fully involved in the process, he said. She helps pick fabrics, comes up with silhouettes, styling, and photo shoot locations. Over the past 6 years, Gardner has created over 200 outfits for his little princess. His fiancée, Tama, I think that's how I'm pronouncing her name, forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, recently made him aware of that after giving him a poster that featured all the looks he had created for Ava. Those posters are the best gift I ever received, Gardner told Cafe Mom. She went through my Instagram and got all of the pictures of the outfits I made Ava and created the posters. She even included my old and updated logo. I made Ava over 200 pieces and didn't even realize it, he continued. That's crazy. He said he didn't even realize he made his daughter 200 pieces. That just means that this guy was just going in. He just put his head down and went to work and barely came up for air, as it seems. She did because she said I needed to see all that I had done. Aside from their Instagram and website, the father and daughter have taken their bond to TikTok, where they share their choreographed dance moves in their matching outfits. I love hearing stories like these. I love hearing like stories like this, especially ones that involve black fathers, because black fathers usually always get this bad reputation that they're not there, or they don't do, or they're not involved in their kid's life. And here you have this dad right here who is more than involved with his daughter's life. He's creating clothes for her. He basically is creating an entire clothing line in her name, and for her, specifically for her. So I think that's a dope idea, and I think it's also good that she, as his daughter and as young as she is also involved with the creation process of the clothing items that he is creating for her. So this is something that could be is passing on. And it's also dope that his fiance, who I'm assuming is not even the little girl's biological mother, is also involved as well. So I like that it's a family outlet that's going on, and that's actually reflective of the last melanated excellent story that I did, with the boy who's the producer, and how his family is involved with that as well. But see, these kinds of stories don't get that kind of push, and we know why that is. That's why you have people like myself to bring this information to you. But of course, it would not be possible if it wasn't for people to send me these articles that I can report on every single day. Well, this is a very good story, and I wish them the best in all of their endeavors. If I can find the link to their account or their website, I will definitely post it down here so you can see it for yourself. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this story down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.